Poetry can be a very useful tool within hypnosis. I have a selection of poems that I'll read while clients are in trance. Poetic language is rhythmic, it's gentle, it's a bit like a lullaby. It helps to reduce resistance in a client and to relax a client. But the other wonderful thing about poetry is the metaphors in it. We use metaphors every day. If I say, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, it feels so much more powerful than saying things are going to get better. So metaphors are a familiar form of communication for us. Within trance, obviously it helps bypass resistance, as we know, but poems themselves are giving us metaphors on a plate, ones we can use and develop. One particular poem I use with my clients is Stevie Smith's Not Waving But Drowning. Now, not waving but drowning, it's got this concept of being out of one's depth. I think almost everyone can resonate with that feeling of being out of their depth. So it's a familiar idea. The concept of not waving but drowning, I can see that in my mind so clearly. Someone waving for help, calling for help, and people say, oh, yeah, and they're drowning. And some people in life really feel like that. The cries for help, nobody's listening to me, nobody's feeling my real pain. I find this poem, when I use it with a client, makes them feel understood. Someone gets my pain. Someone gets how it feels to be that desperate. So you, first of all, you get that connection with the client. They feel understood and they feel you understand them by using that poem. There's some other wonderful ambiguities in there of the waving and the drowning. It's like laughter and tears. You can cry when you're laughing, but you can cry from despair. It's those ambiguities that are kind of truisms within our culture that we really relate to. There's a line in the poem, he was too far out all his life for not waving but drowning, and then echoed, I was too far out all my life, not waving but drowning. And it gets this sense of flow, you can almost feel the tide. So it's really magical in the energies it's creating within the poem. And it's only 12 lines long. But then you can take the metaphor, this gift of a metaphor that the poet has given you, and use it to provide the therapy, because you've created that connection, that understanding, and then you say to the client, I'm now going to help you to swim. You're giving them the solution. So this wonderful metaphor that's been already created for you, you use it and you give your therapy back with it. I'm going to help you to swim. So it's wonderful to start resourcing and sourcing poems that have this resonance that you can use, language that's really visual and helps create these images in their mind, which takes them on a journey, which can take them towards healing. I don't know, are there any poems you've used in your therapy?
Yes, I've used She Let Go by Sophia Rose, which doesn't have so many metaphors, but it's about letting go and allowing yourself to let go. I mean, one of the lines is she let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. You know, and sometimes in life we feel that we can't let go of things because of society, etc. And it talks about, you know, she didn't make a particular time to do it. She didn't ask anybody's opinion. It's giving them that allowance to sort of empower themselves to let go of something, to say it's okay to let go. Yeah. And I think it's sort of reassuring for that person. Yes. You know, that you can do this, you allow yourself to do this.
Yeah, it's resonating with them, like you said, allowing them. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think an interesting thing also about that, and you just mentioned it, I didn't set a date in my diary sort of concept that's in it. I didn't consult anybody. It's kind of reflecting our world, isn't it? But we're just so governed by a diary, by a timetable. I've got to plan even to get better. I need to diary that in. When am I allowed to get better?
And even within herself, she didn't promise to let go. So she's not even putting any pressure on herself.
Yeah.
So it's totally up to her when she does this.
Yeah. No, it's a wonderful idea.
It's a great poem.
It's lovely. There's one I use as well about our busy sort of lifestyles, and it's called Dust If You Must. And I just love the fact that it keeps going back to dust if you must.
Yeah.
But the rivers are flowing and the seas, the waves are coming in and out. But dust if you must. There's friends to meet.
Yeah,
coffee
I
to-
love that.
Dust if you must. And it's just uplifting for the client to hear.
And that again, there's an allowing there, isn't
Yes.
there? You can, okay, if you're going to, you can,
Yes,
but
yes.
there's all these other opportunities out there.
Yes, opportunities for
Yeah,
you. So
yeah.
you're bringing up your well-being. You know.
And giving people a choice. People sometimes
Yes.
don't think they have a choice, but they do. Everything they do is their choice.
This is something I think, this is something in our work that we're doing, is giving people an awareness of choice, isn't
Yes.
it? Because they feel stuck and almost need someone else to tell them
Yes.
that there is a choice.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's like, oh yes,
Yeah.
I
You do
can
have that
choose.
choice.
I can choose.
Possibilities.
Yes.
Different possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do, or I can choose not to do it. I think it's very empowering, isn't it? Even staying within a relationship or leaving a relationship, if you stay, you are making an active choice and making people feel that that's a choice.
And I think by allowing that person to have that choice, or they feel more relaxed. You
Yes.
say no, they have that option.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can or they can't. It's up to them.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a sense, it removes the pressure away because suddenly they realise they have those options. Oh, thank you.